Just listen. When I can listen, it's time to get listen. When we do online language exchange and we try to listen, focus on speaking and listening to improve pronunciation, then we can improve the listening skills as well. There are three steps to do language exchange with the AI, with the help of AI. And the first, we can use reference. And then it depends on the text too much. We can make a reference for each other. And then we can build vocabulary, sentence, conversation, and stories. Then we can read it, and then even though our levels are different, we can follow up. Then the native speaker can speak, can read, and then the language partners can repeat what they speak. So and then following is very easy. But one more thing is if we depend on text too much, then we cannot improve the communication skills. We can expand our knowledge in language, but we cannot communicate. With the help of AI, then we try to study foreign language to communicate. The purpose is to communicate each other. So, and then the best way is to second step in doing online language exchange with AI. This is the way to do that. And then we can focus on the speaking and listening to improve pronunciation. And then this way, we cannot use text. Just we are decided to copy, and then we talking with each other at the time, and at the same time we can use the voice typing, and then at the same time we can write down with our voice. After then we can get a content. Then we can create new content to get feedback from AI. Then this is a good way to improve the communication skills by focusing on the speaking and listening. So, and then the third step is the way to improve, and then we can get a speaking test, just like IELTS speaking. And most of the speaking tests, like is interviewer asking some question, interviewers answer the question and answer the basic moment of that, question and answer the basic moment of that. Question and answer the basic moment of that, and then we can try to improve to get a test, and then practice the test about with the 10 question in native language, and then the 10 question and foreign language. That's the way. Um, this in the three ways, and then now I talk about and then about listening. So and then just when I listen, and then uh, it's hard to listen to foreign language, but if we have enough practice to listen, then we can try to listen. But normally in our basic life, and then we just listen, communicate with each other with the help, with just simply, and then we communicate question and answer, and then we don't too much focus on listening, just listen, and then we can listen. And that it's time to get listened. That means we have enough practice, enough to listen, and then uh, the the result of listening practice, and then we can reach to the get listened, and then just only focus on what we heard, and then what we listen, then and we can catch up the meaning of speaking. And then when we listen, we don't try to listen all the words in the sentence. No need to that. And then we just follow the meaning, what the speaker says, and what the point is. Sometimes we just react with communicate with I understand what he was talking, and then did you mean that? And then yes, I meant, and then we can communicate it simply, and then for each other, and that we try to asking and answer and checking out what I heard by repeating, and that way we can make the easily we can expand our um, speaking skills and then by listening to today I can listen just I try to listen and I can listen just listen and then I get it's time to get listen that way is a very unique but now I talk about two pages about listening. And with the help of AI, I can get a content about this contents. With the help of AI. In English, you make content of how to listen. The listening and practice by with the help of AI. After proofreading it, not true. One word is very important in AI. So I can get here. Go for this. English is much clearer about the contents when I do that. Um, that's how we get listening. That's how we get listening. And I can get a content from AI. This is not unique anymore. One method. Thanks for sharing your thought. You brought up some really important points about the language learning, especially about how to improve listening and speaking skills using AI and align language change. Here is a clearer and more organized version of your message turned into a short article content wrap that you can use for blog post presentation. It's time to get listening, how to improve listening skill with AI and language change. Language learning, many people struggle with listening. But what if we change our approach with the help of AI and online language change? You can build a simple and powerful system to improve listening, speaking, and pronunciation without relying too much on text. Three steps to improve the listening and with AI and language exchange. Step one, and use the references, but don't depend on it. At first, we often depend on reading or script. It has to view vocabulary and understand sentence pattern. We can make material together with our language partner, text, vocal, vocab list, and even short stories. We'll lead and speak based on that, even if our language. Yeah. Different. 네, 근데 이제 뭐 하고 있어가지고 어떤 일 때문에 있어요? 예, 예. 그렇게. 죄송해요. 지금 뭘 좀 하고 있어요. but yes. 아, 그 위에다 놔주세요. But if we rely on text message, we don't find real communication. Step two. focus on speaking and listening, not text. Don't just coffee and read. Yeah, talk with each other in real time. Use voice typing like Google or speech text too while you speak. And this helps you track what you are saying without stopping the conversation. Afterward, use AI to proofread or summarize your conversation. This process is good. Listening and speaking fluency, not just reading skills. Step three, great practice from real conversations. Use the voice typed in content to build role play script and pronunciation feedback. And speaking test question, you can simulate interviews or conversation like a language test. AI helped you identify what you meant to say versus what you actually said. This feedback loop makes you more confident in the conversation. Inside, listening, hearing every word. Many learners think they need to understand every single word to listen well. That's not true. Real listening is about catching the main point. We ask and clarify, did you mean? Yes, that's what I meant. That communication, fun or short, just listen. It's time to get listening. When then we start overthinking and then start trusting our ears, we get better. And you don't have to listen perfectly. You just have to practice constantly, respond honestly, and communicate with her. Let's go of the street, speak freely, use AI to reflect and grow. That's how we grow, get listening. The point is time to get listening. Get listening. Get listening. It's time to get listening. Okay.